All right, let's talk about what's happening in the sky. The very first full moon of the year is upon us, and it's a beauty. But it's not just any full moon. It's called the Wolf Moon. We're going to dig into why it has that incredible name, what makes this one in particular so special, and why it's basically the kickoff event for an amazing year of skywatching.
I mean, seriously, what a name, right? The Wolf Moon. It just sounds so wild and mysterious. And it turns out the story behind it is every bit as cool as you'd imagine. So what's the deal?
To really get the name Wolf Moon, you have to kind of rewind your brain. We're talking about a time way before calendars were on our phones or even hanging on the wall. We have to go back to how people used the sky itself to keep track of time.
Yeah, for ancient cultures, the full moon wasn't just pretty. It was a giant, glowing signpost in the sky. The names they gave each month's moon were basically a calendar system, a way to know when to plant your crops, when to harvest, and just what to expect from the world around you.
And you know, the Wolf Moon is just one piece of this amazing tradition. You've probably heard of the harvest moon in the fall or the flower moon in the spring. The Dakota people even called this moon the severe moon, which, if you've ever been through a deep January winter, makes a lot of sense. Each name tells you a little story about the season. And that finally brings us back to our moon. The Wolf Moon gets its name from something really simple and kind of chilling. This is the time of year when, in the deep, frozen quiet of winter, the howling of hungry wolf packs would just echo through the long, cold nights. It's as simple and as powerful as that. Okay, but this year's Wolf Moon has an extra layer of awesome. It's not just a full moon, it's a supermoon. So what in the world does that actually mean? Let's get into the science of it. It's pretty cool. It really all comes down to the moon's path around the Earth. See, its orbit isn't a perfect circle. It's more of an oval, a little bit squashed. So that means sometimes the moon is a little closer to us, and sometimes it's a little farther away. A supermoon is what happens when we get a full moon at the exact same time it's making its closest pass to Earth. Perfect timing. So that closest point has a name. It's called the perigee. That's when the moon is about 220,000 miles from us. And the farthest point, that's the apogee, which is around 250,000 miles away. That 30,000-mile difference might not sound like a lot in space terms, but trust me, it changes everything from our point of view. So what does that 30,000-mile difference actually look like to us down here? Well, first up is size. When a supermoon is at its closest, it can look up to 14% larger in the sky compared to when it's at its farthest. It's a difference you can definitely notice. But here's the real showstopper. It's not just bigger, it's brighter. A supermoon can shine a whopping 30% brighter than the dimmest full moon of the year. It's a truly brilliant, almost startling boost in that beautiful moonlight. And what's really cool about this one is the timing. We usually get a couple supermoons a year, but getting 4 of them back to back like we've just had, that's a pretty rare celestial alignment. So this Wolf Moon is actually the grand finale of that awesome streak, making it an extra special sight to catch. Okay, so we know it's going to be bigger and brighter. But if you want to see it at its absolute most spectacular, you need to know about a funny little trick our own brains play on us. It's called the moon illusion, and it is so fascinating. For reasons that scientists are still actually debating, our minds perceive the moon as being absolutely enormous when it's down low on the horizon, next to things like trees or buildings. It's not actually bigger, of course, but man, it sure looks it. So if you want to see this illusion in all its glory, here's what you do. Find a clear view to the east right around sunset. As the moon starts to rise, watch it. You'll not only get that incredible size illusion, but you'll see it glow this gorgeous orange-yellow color because its light is passing through more of our atmosphere. It's just breathtaking. Look, this Wolf Supermoon is an amazing show all by itself. But what's really, really exciting is that this is just the opening act. It's the start of what's going to be an absolutely incredible year for anyone who likes to look up at the sky. So, are you ready for this? Because this is why this year is going to be so much fun for skywatchers. Let's take a quick peek at what else is coming our way. Right around the same time as the Wolf Moon, we've got the Quadrantids meteor shower. Then Jupiter is going to pop up for close-up right next to the moon. Fast forward to May, and we get a blue moon. That's the second full moon in a single calendar month. All of this adds up to a super rare year with 13 full moons instead of the usual 12. It is going to be a packed year up there. So as you head outside tonight to look for the Wolf Moon, just remember this. Every single thing you see up there, every star, every planet, Every moon, it's an invitation. It's inviting you to look up, to be curious, and to explore this incredible universe we're in. Happy skywatching!